Welcome to the Hollywood Scholar, where I'm Jed Morgan, and Henry Cavill's departure from the Witcher Netflix franchise is fast approaching with the release of Season 3, which is going to be broken up into Volume 1 and Volume 2 over the next month and a half. I'm so excited for this to happen because from what we've seen of Season 3, it's going to be an utter and complete disaster. It looks like it's very low quality, looks like it's not adapting the source material whatsoever, and people are leaving it in droves. But with the departure of Henry Cavill, that will be the final nail in the coffin for this franchise. No one will stick around. He's the main star power. He's the reason that people watch it. Even people who don't like the show, like myself, say that he's a phenomenal Geralt and he deserves so much better. So once he's gone, this franchise will wither away and die, in my opinion, and I can't wait for that to happen because it is offensive to book fans, it is offensive to the Witcher source material, the Witcher books, and it's clear from what Lauren Hissrich and the other writers have said, they don't like the Witcher source material, they don't like the books. In fact, they actively dislike them and say they dislike them behind the scenes, and from what we can tell, they actively dislike them because of the way they write these seasons. It is an abject failure at this point, with probably close to $1 billion spent in just production budget, not including marketing, not including buying the rights, not including anything like that whatsoever. It's probably nearing $1 billion spent when you include seasons 4 and 5 coming up in production soon into that equation. But Henry Cavill at the Reset to Dumb Netflix event had an emotional farewell, and he did a very good job at this. It was very political in the sense that it was very non-confrontational. He had some very nice things to say about his co-stars, but he didn't really say a whole lot about the show itself. I do want to react to it real fast. It's only about a minute long. He has some really great comments here that I want to highlight. So we have Henry Cavill right here at the Tadam talking on stage with his Netflix Witcher co-stars.
Goodness me, thank you very much, everyone.
Just look at that, the utter support that he has. People cheering raucously at his announcement, at the mic being passed to him from Joey Beatty's Jaskier. That is astonishing. That just shows how much people love Henry Cavill. Even the people who bothered to go to Netflix's Tadam, they love him to this degree. It's astonishing, and he's getting emotional. You can see from this image here, he's getting very emotional at the support he's got. I doubt that many of these people will be watching with Liam Hemsworth because look how excited they are for just to hear him speak. He's already been on stage for a few minutes, but to hear him speak, they just cannot contain their utter excitement. That is just a testament to this man, his fame, and his connection to Geralt, and everyone can see that. Everyone can see the love and care he put into this, the love and care that we have not seen from anybody else involved in the Witcher production. So it's just really impressive to see. I doubt anyone will be watching. This is a sign that Witcher Season 4 will be an utter and complete disaster without Henry Cavill. Season 3 is already going to be an abomination, but Season 4 will make Season 3 pale in comparison without the involvement of Henry Cavill.
I really feel the love, and I love you guys too. It's so wonderful to be here. But I'm going to talk about what it was like filming my final season, and I actually just want to talk about my co-stars here because once again, it was such a pleasure and an honor to be working with you guys.
He did a great thing right there. He doesn't want to be confrontational. He is at a Netflix event. It's probably not a good idea to come out and bash the show, and he probably has an NDA. In fact, I'm certain he has an NDA, and he's never come out and publicly said, I hate what they've done, I hate these people, but he avoids talking about filming the actual season. He avoids talking about the plot. He avoids talking about Netflix. He just goes straight to his co-stars. And I think that's a good thing because I do believe that they're friends. I do believe they have good relationships with each other from what these three people have said about him, about his departure. It seems like they really like him and they really have good positive relationships with him. So talking about them is a smart way of going about it. Staying positive for this event, staying positive from a marketing standpoint, not harming Witcher Season 3 because that's probably in his contract with his departure. He can't harm Season 3's release. And this is a very, very smart way of going about it, is talking about his co-stars. While I don't agree with what he says next, it is smart that he says it.
You guys bring so much nuance and detail to these characters, which are often at risk of being oversimplified. And what you guys have done with the characters has involved work, care, and effort. And believe me, working with you guys was the biggest pleasure.
So absolutely a big pleasure, great thing to say, but his comments about them putting in a lot of effort, that the characters don't look one-dimensional, that they're nuanced, I don't agree with whatsoever, specifically with Ciri. Ciri comes across as incredibly flat to me and just a non-entity, so that's very much a one-dimensional character. I do believe they all three do put a lot of effort in. They seem like they care. I just don't think that they're right for the roles. So I don't agree with what he said there, but it was a smart thing that he said and probably what I would have said in his same position or something very similar.
So, just want to say I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss you very much. Thank you, Joey. Thank you, Anya. Thank you, Freya. And thank you to all of you here and to everyone at home as well. You guys are all amazing.
Look how emotional he was getting during that sequence. He doesn't want to leave the show, in my opinion. He loves The Witcher. He loves the source material. He loves the character of Geralt. And he loves the fans. He's so blown away by how much people love him in the role as well. He loves what he had to do, but he hates what was being done to the franchise. Now, I want to pinpoint a piece of news that may not be the reason Henry Cavill decided to leave the Witcher franchise, but it might be a contributing factor because it is a representative fact of how they've disrespected the source material, how they're doing things they shouldn't be doing. We have this article here from the Retaining Intelligence. It says Henry Cavill's Geralt faces the past in the Witcher Season 3 plotline. They're bringing back his mother. Maybe not in an actual actress, but they're bringing up his mother in several conversations. It seems like they're going to talk about her a lot, which is something that we don't want to know much about. We know that she's a witch, a sorceress, but that's about all that we know about her, and that's a good thing. We don't want to know much about Geralt's past because it doesn't matter. It all got erased when he went through the Trial of the Grasses. That is what's important with Geralt, is he is a witcher. He had no origin before that. He is a child of destiny. He's a child surprise. That is what Geralt is, and we shouldn't be hearing about his mother. So they're going into the past to further desecrate the source material, the lore and history of The Witcher. Now, this is just a small example of it, but it's a new example that recently came up, and I believe it probably was at least a contributing factor because this is not something that we need or should know. And Henry Cavill would know this, and it would bother him, in my opinion. I believe that he quit. I don't believe that he got fired. I believe that he quit because of the abomination that Netflix was making, the utter disrespect for the source material, and it looks like it was a struggle for him. It was a hard decision, and I don't know if I would have made the same choice in his position. It's a tough situation that he's in. He handled it as well as he could, and he just gets a lot of respect from me because of the way he handles situations like these. But he's finally said goodbye to the fans, to the character, and Season 3 will be the last time we see him, most likely, unless he is voice acting Geralt in the upcoming Netflix anime Sirens of the Deep. We don't know for sure yet. It was filmed back close enough that he might have voiced the character of Geralt in that movie, but at this point, Geralt is gone. Henry Cavill has left the role, and this franchise is dead. We're just seeing the last death rattles of it with Season 3 and any potential Season 4 or 5 at this point. But anyway, that's all I have for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Anon.
Hey, yo, are you feeling what I'm doing up in here? Oh, I know you are. Do you miss all the good, compelling stories that we used to get back in Hollywood that they ain't putting down no more? I know you missing it. So check out my book series, Odyssey of a Phoenix, a mythological epic about philosophy, morality, and modern-day mental illness issues, baby. Book 1, Down in Flames. Book 2, Apocalypse Then. These are currently on sale. What are you waiting for? Get your hands on them. And we got Book 3, Kill the Dark, is coming down the pipeline. Just wait for all the good stuff that's dropping. You ain't gonna be disappointed, fam.